Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Thursday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So, one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you'll get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Norman Powell is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Lillard with it, coming off a solid outing against Miami. The pass to Anthony. Good D by Siakam. And so Gasol will bring it up for Toronto. Powell, that's good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now, here's Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Anthony trying to get open. Goes back up. Whiteside. And Gasol sends it back.
You got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
And it's the Raptors ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here's VanVleet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Top of the key, Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Whiteside, and he's able to get it back. And so here's Portland. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
Now, here's Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Whiteside against Siakam. Pass to Gasol. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the recognition Gasol has is tremendous. I mean, you can't leave anyone open or he'll find him.
Lillard outside. Pass to Anthony. Over Siakam. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Siakam looking around. Lots of room. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Siakam's got 6. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. McCollum outside, fires for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Raptors trail by 3. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Siakam finds Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Clock at 6. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Portland leading by 3. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The rebound by Johnson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Anthony. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Johnson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Soft touch of Gasol. I mean, outstanding in close. He lets the ball glide off his fingertips.
Here's Simons, covered by Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. And it's Simons missing. Raptors trail by 3. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Here's Powell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Simons, covered by Van Vliet. Ariza passes to Simons. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. No good on that one. Gasol with the defensive effort. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 1. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Now Ariza. After the missed 3 from Marc Gasol. The fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Powell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ariza passes to Simons. Anthony against Powell. Tries from 7. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The drive by Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 8 points for Siakam.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Stanley Johnson, and McCaw is subbed in for Powell. And then for the Trailblazers, Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Whiteside. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Hood subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is what Collins is going to give you, energy. Because of this, he draws these type of fouls.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
No, just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
And that one falls for Collins. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's so
you did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah,
give me something.
I like that. Here's Van Vliet. Drains the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 2.
That fast break three is one of his favorite shots. He's never afraid to pull it up from deep.
McCollum outside. Fires the three. They get it back.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. The pass to Siakam. And no good. Great D that time from Hood. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. And the basket by McCollum.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
So it's Toronto now, trailing by 2. Siakam against Collins. Siakam left side. The rebound by Simons.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And you talk about shot makers, C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
First free throw is good.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Gasol. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pascal Siakam.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
Here's McCall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 on the shot clock. Swiped away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's just razor-sharp concentration. Hood is fantastic at keeping his composure in difficult situations.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Hood. Of the Raptors, Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Now here's Hood. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. That free throw good from Hood. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on the offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Both free throws good from Hood.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You take a look at the Trailblazers. Season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Oh, come on, Gio. You know that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Collins, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Took him no time at all on that one. Van Vliet's got 5. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Cullen passes to Hood. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's McCall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Anunoby. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Hood. He feeds it to Collins. It's on target from the high post.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Toronto with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Here's McCall. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires the three. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's McCollum with the drive. That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. .59 seconds left to play here in the first. Van Vliet looking around. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Outside Hood. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stolen. Fast break Toronto. And here they go. That's tipped.
The anticipation from Hood. That's just fantastic work, reading the situation and leaping up to swat it away.
Now here's McCollum. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And here is Van Vliet. 5 points in the game.
The size and intimidating presence of Nurkic, I mean, it provides on defense. It's just huge. Awesome at throwing off shooters.
And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, you know, rolling the basket, screen, you know, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GME. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter, but now it's paying off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Hezonja in at the small forward. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he reached this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Now, here's Collins. The second effort, Nurkic misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Hezonja defending. Here's McCall. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Now here's Hood. He's got 8. Lillard misses. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. McCaw misses.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket with his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Raptors trail by 12. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Lillard comes with the double team. Powell, no one around him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Lillard, the pass to Ariza. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. Portland on defense. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's McCaw. Ibaka wide open. He fires. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Lillard, the pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Offensive rebound. Here's Boucher, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. That one wide left.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Powell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. There's the 3. Rebounded by Hood. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
Not just an interior threat, the in-between jumper. I mean, Nurkic possesses is often right on the money, too.
The Raptors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. McCaw, the pass to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Ariza. Toronto shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Hood. And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Now Anthony. A 26-point game for him in the win against Miami. Passes it to Simons. Whiteside inside. He's up against Gasol. Whiteside, good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Here's Simons. The Raptors knocking down the tray. Boucher with the rebound.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Now here's Powell. D right on him. Portland grabs the miss. Shot from 12. Simons. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The floater. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. You take a look at Powell. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA. And, of course, C.J. McCollum.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, Greg. This is the kind of active defense that these guys play. It requires a lot of stamina, but they don't have an off switch. They're all effort all the time.
He hits both from the stripe. Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you had, and you were special. But so you've got to have a very special category for this one, I'm sure.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. And I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop, that as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Oh, thanks, baby.
First one falls for him. The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Raptors with the ball, trailing by 5. Outside Gasol. Here's McCall. It's Powell on the wing. 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Ariza on the wing. Tries again, and it's laid in by Whiteside. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Johnson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And when Johnson is taking it strong like that, he's looking for the foul. Great job getting the contact on the shot.
McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simmons. And he sinks the second.
And Johnson, the former Arizona Wildcat, certainly has a bright future in this league. The combination of shooting, speed, and length he possesses is just exciting.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. McCollum, no good. Raptors trail by 4. Here's the break. Foul for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lillard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This has done a lot for his shooting percentage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Right side, Gasol. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Here's Lillard. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard from about 19 feet. Here's Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson in the corner. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Lillard. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Van Vliet. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. McCollum outside. Pass to Whiteside. Now here's McCollum, covered by Van Vliet. Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Now we're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Good on the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Lillard, covered by Van Vliet. McCollum kicks to Whiteside. Gasol against McCollum. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And that one's good, Anthony.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
1:39 left in the first half. Siakam with it. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Johnson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Anthony. And it's Hezonja in for Trevor Ariza. Pass to Azania. Fires from deep. That shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now here's Van Vliet. Covered by Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Portland leading by 3. Here's Lillard, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside.
One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. With the game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Kicks it out to Collins. Nurkic trying to get open. The putback. The rebound by Gasol.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Lillard looking around. And it's good. 2 points. And it's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Stolen by Collins. Lillard outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. Jump shot is good that time. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Great production out of Lillard tonight, but he's a top 10 scorer pretty much every year. One of the most confident players in the game.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Lillard. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred Van Vliet out there with Powell. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 10-point game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded. winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now, here's Whiteside. Back to Lillard. The pass to Whiteside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Gasol. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 6.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Raptors trail by 11. Siakam outside. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Van Vliet with it. Lillard picks him up. Siakam against Whiteside. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Portland grabs the miss.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
The offensive rebound. Whiteside. Powell against McCollum. Back to Whiteside. The 3. They get it back.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Drills the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 19. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Van Vliet.
Well, it's great to see Lillard working on his defense. A part of his game that he's going to tighten up on.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. McCollum finds Anthony. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Portland with the ball. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Van Vliet with it. Lillard picks him up. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Five to shoot. Johnson kicks to Van Vliet. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 1st in free throw shooting, 2nd in assists, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Van Vliet passes to Johnson. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Good work defensively by Lillard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Anthony. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Raptors trail by 19. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. And stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Toronto with the ball. And here is Van Vliet. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Portland leading by 21. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. Johnson's got the ball. Here's Siakam. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Van Vliet. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Johnson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Rodney Hood comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Anthony, the pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 19. Passes to Van Vliet. Misses the layup.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Pascal Siakam. He hits the second from the line. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game, and I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Here's McCaw, and it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Van Vliet, and he lays that one in. Van Vliet's got 14. Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Anthony right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons over Ibaka. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Anthony. McCollum feeling it out a bit. No good that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Raptors trail by 16. Here's McCaw. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Hood gets the bucket.
The timing, the execution. Nice job by Hood, not hesitating, and instead taking and shooting right away.
Now Van Vliet, 14 points for him. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Hezonja in for Anfernee Simmons. Now here's McCollum. He's got 17. He dishes it to Hood. Back to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Raptors trail by 17. Van Vliet with it. He's got 16. Here's Ibaka. And a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Hood, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hood's got 13 points.
I like it whenever Hood takes initiative. Not just settling for the shot, but making things happen.
And here are the Raptors now. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Portland grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hood, the pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And here's Hood. 13 points in the game. Here's Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
Raptors trail by 21. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, Greg, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both. Trailblazers leading by 21. Hood, the pass to McCollum. Off on the layup.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Pass to Van Vliet. Left side Ibaka. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Hood. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is what Hood is capable of. A lot of it is confidence, and he's playing with it now.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Ibaka outside. Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Hood. Anunoby in the corner. Out to Ibaka, just 4 to shoot. And again, Toronto no luck. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's McCollum for 3. That one misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Not his best day from 3-point range. I mean, just 1 in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by McCollum. And McCollum with the block. And he recovers it. And they'll keep possession. And that one misses. So both teams changing it up here. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Portland, Swanigan is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Trent in at the 2. Now here is Davis. And the pass to Boucher. 5 to shoot. Anunoby kicks to Davis. A 3 ball. And the rejection by Collins.
This is the defense Collins brings to the table. Excellent at knowing when to go after blocks.
And Portland has possession. Lillard outside. Pass to Trent. Lillard right side. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. They get it again. Collins kicks to Hazonia. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Boucher. Outside, Davis. Here's Hernandez, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And Lillard gets double-teamed, fires the three. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Collins. Here's Trent, kicks it out to Collins. Hits the three-point bomb.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Davis. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. And I got a chance to play home in Detroit. It was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Here's Thomas. The Blazers getting the bucket. Anunoby passes to Boucher. Outside, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left wing. And stolen by Lillard. Outside, Collins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Poked away. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Collins, if you ask me, he has a bright future in this league. His work ethic, his drive to get better, it's infectious.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Collins. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
And Toronto making a change here. McCaw's checked in. Little, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Thomas. Pass to Anunoby. Floats one, and it's good on the layup.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here are the Blazers. They're on a 14-6 run. Now the pass to Trent. Three-pointer. Great D that time from Davis.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Thomas. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Stolen by Collins. Here's Trent. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the Raptors with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Back to Davis. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Hernandez. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Thomas. Trent passes to Simons. Feeds it to Little. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's McCaw. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Thomas. Here's Simons. Pass to Trent. Fires from the wing. A nice shot by Simons. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Davis. Thomas against Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's the teardrop. And Thomas with the lay-in. Good. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Pass to Trent. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Now here is Davis. There's the pass to Hernandez. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Simons. Pass to Trent. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Thomas, and the layup falls. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Thomas. Hood for three. The rebound by Ibaka. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. Left side, Thomas. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Here's McCall after Nasir Little's bucket.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Trent. He kicks it to Hood. Here's Simons. Sinks the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Davis surveying the floor. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And Portland called for the foul. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Here's Simons. 4 on the clock. Outside Hood. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Thomas. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
The pass to Trent. Kicks it to Hood. Out to the wing. From 17 feet out. Down it goes. Nice one there from Swanigan.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Carmelo, what did you like best about the win tonight?
We just played hard. We came out here ready to play. We jumped out there quick on the defensive end, and offensively we got it going again. And it was a great team win today, though.
Everybody contributing. Carmelo, thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.